Hello friends, welcome back to this series of AngularJS, and today we are going to discuss about the Bootstrap. So I'm not going to tell you exactly about the Bootstrap, what is it, and I'm not going to detailed discussion about the Bootstrap. I'm not going into that because this is altogether a separate topic, and whatever you need from the Bootstrap that you can go through basically to this site W3 Schools Bootstrap. So you can go there and you can take some other course, or if we will get time, then we will obviously get one of the playlist available on this Varteta Learning Platform as well. Right. So just want to give you a brief about the Bootstrap. What is it? So Bootstrap is a cascading style sheet. I hope you understand about the cascading style sheet. So it's basically a very good cascading style sheet in the new generation web development. So it is used to support the creation of responsive web pages. Responsive web pages means it is working correctly on the mobiles, tablets, and desktop, all the devices. Right. So if you want to know more about the Bootstrap, then you can go to this site bootstrap.com. So if you go there, you can explore this site. You can just download and get started. And there are some examples are there. You can go through them and you can understand that how you can use the various cascading style sheets, right? So the latest version is 4.5. So if you have to use the Bootstrap in your application, because you will use the Bootstrap in your application to create a particular theme of your application main page. So for that, you need to use the Bootstrap to your application. So for that, what we need to do, let me just open one more. Yeah, so this one is the application path where my application is there. And before that, let me tell you a few things. Like this is the application where I have created one component with name test me. So this is a new component. The main component, as you already know, that this is the main component app.components.ts, and this index.html is the one where you use to provide the name of the module which will be displayed for which the date from which the data will be displayed here. So what I have done, here in app.module.ts, I have just removed this app module. I have just provided the name of my module, test me component. So I have created the test me component and I have provided the name of that component. So if you go there in test me component, if you go there, then you will see that this is the name of the test me component, and this is the component class, my component class, which I am exporting. So I have given the name of this component class in the module section rather than this app.component.ts, right? So here, if you provide the name of your component class, then in that case, your component class will become the bootstrap of your application, right? So whatever I have written in the test me component here, that will be in the template URL. You might have seen that there used to be a template URL, but here I have just used the template, right? So if I need to use the template URL, then I provide the name of the HTML file. Like usually you will be able to see the name of this file, test me components.html, in here, right? In here you will be able to see the name of that HTML file as a template URL. It used to be like that, template URL, but I have used template. So why I have used the template? Because I don't want to display anything which is there in this HTML. That can be done, but for the simplicity and to show you like about the new things and about the components and how you can create your own components and how you can display your own HTML elements on the page without referring to any of the HTML template URL. How you can do that I'm going to tell you, right? So here it's like I have given template, and this one is the tilde sign, right? So this is not the simple single quote. It's not single quote. Please remember that this is not a single quote. This is not a single quote. It's basically the tilde sign. You might have seen the tilde sign, right? So on your keyboard, just left to the digit 1 button, right? The numeric keypad. On the numeric keypad, there is one. There is the key for 1, and on the left to that key, you can see that there are tilde, and apart from tilde, there is one more quote-like symbol. So this quote is not that symbol. This quote is not single quote. This is a different symbol. It's not exactly tilde as well, because I was telling it like tilde. Tilde is something else. Tilde is like this. This is the tilde, but this is the other symbol which comes with the tilde sign. So you can use this one, right? So usually I used to call it backtick, right? So this is the backtick that you need to use. So if I write it like this and if I save it, then you can see that I have already executed this compilation stuff. I have already executed this ng-serve here. All these things I have already told you in the previous video, so I don't need to explain it again. So I have used this ng-serve, and you can see that once it is running, then new test app is running like this. So if I change the text of this hello Angular like this, then in that case it will simply print hello Angular, right? So once it is done, then it will be able to print hello Angular once it is compiled. So let me see if it gets compiled. Yes, it has been compiled. So let's see when it will be able to print the new message, which is hello Angular. My system is a bit slow today. Usually it becomes slow when I am recording any video. So there is something with this one. So let me just go with some other, because it is showing some, it's too much kiddie. So let me just see why it is not happening, because this is not going to connect to anything, but still it is showing me tantrums. So I'm not sure why it is showing me these tantrums. I'm really fed up of these things, but can't do anything. This is very simple thing that should run, but God knows why this is showing me such kind of tantrums. So let me just run it in some other browser. So I have opened this other browser, and here I will open localhost, and then you need to provide 4200. So this is the port on which your Angular application executes. Right, so I think there is some problem maybe in the server itself, the server which is running. That is why it is not. Yeah, that was the problem. So hello Angular is coming, right? So it will come here as well. Okay, so I hope you might have just revised this thing. I just wanted to tell you about this thing, the template one. You can do also this one. So for the smaller experiments, you can follow this follow this practice, right? So here it is for the headers, and now I'm just going to use one of the buttons that I can use from the Bootstrap. So Bootstrap provide the different styles, but before that you need to install the Bootstrap. So to install the Bootstrap, you need to go to the application directory, and then you just need to run npm install bootstrap and then -save, right? So why we call this save? Because I just want to install it, and after installing it I want to save the bootstrap setting to the JSON file, which is the application JSON file, and the name is package.json. So this package.json need to be updated. For that you need to provide save. So if I have provided this save, then in that case package.json will be updated. So let me just see when it will be able to complete it. So let me see. Okay, so it is just loading. Okay, so you can see that the latest version, Bootstrap 4.5.2, found 0 vulnerabilities. So 63 packages are looking for funding. All these messages are of no use. So if you get this message, then it means that the Bootstrap has been installed, right? So once the Bootstrap has been installed, then you can see that at the same time your package.json, this will also be updated with the latest version of Bootstrap, right? So this is the latest version of Bootstrap. And you can see that there is a caret sign here. What does this mean? This means that we will use the latest version of Bootstrap. It may be some version like 4.5.3 or maybe even greater major version like 5.0.0, something like that. So whenever that version will be available, our application will be able to use that bootstrap. It will be able to load that bootstrap libraries, and then it will be able to use the latest ones, right? So that caret sign is used for that purpose. Okay, and these ones are used for the current library whatever available. And package.json file, you must need to remember that this package.json file is committed to the Bitbucket or wherever your code repository is. So you just commit this file and you don't commit all these dependencies which comes along with the node modules. So you can see that there are number of files and it is very heavy, very bulky. So what happens, like when you commit your code, then you just don't commit this node modules. You simply commit this angular.js, and you can see that in the angular.js, sorry, not angular.js, it's package.json. So in this case, you can see that there are number of dependencies which have been mentioned here. So based on these entries in the package.json, your application will be able to load the dependencies when it is getting built on your build server, right? So you don't need to commit this node modules code. You just need to commit this package.json, and this contains all the dependencies that need to be downloaded when it is getting built on the build server. Okay, so this was all about the bootstrap, and now let me show you one example that how you can use the bootstrap. Suppose I just want to create one here is my code, test me component. So before you use the bootstrap, you need to do one change. You can go to the style.css and you can just import bootstrap. This is the local folder bootstrap, and inside the bootstrap folder there is a dist folder, there is a css folder inside that, and then you can find out the bootstrap.css. So all the styles have been mentioned inside the bootstrap.css, right? So you can go there in node modules, and in the node modules you can see that there is bootstrap folder. Let me just show you. This is the bootstrap folder. In the bootstrap folder you can see the dist. In the dist you can see css, and here you can see bootstrap.css, and in the css there are number of helping files, grid and reboot, and all these things are there. So all these have been mentioned here, they have been referred here, right? So all these things are there. So you are using the bootstrap.css. So in that case, what you need to do, you simply need to provide the name of this bootstrap.css in the style.css, right? So here you can provide it like this. So you need to do hash import and @import, and apart from that you need to do one more thing. You cannot use the style sheet without importing the forms. So you need to import this form module as well. So import forms module from Angular forms. So here you import the forms module, and here you need to give the imports section. You need to fill the import section for the forms module. So you just need to write this line, and at the same time you need to write forms module. Okay, so you can do this, and after that you are ready to use the bootstrap, right? So how you need to use, how you can use it. So here I have used, suppose it's hello Angular. If I want to create a button here, button, I'm using a button here. I'm just giving a name, save me. So this is the name of the button, text on the button. Okay, so let me just see what happens when I run this. So this is compiled successfully. Let me see. So you can see a save me button is there, but it is a very simple button. There is no style in it. There is no macho in this, right? So to add the macho, to add the style in this, you need to use the bootstrap. So how you can use that? Here you can do one thing. You can use the button, and to use the button you can go this W3 school site, just open it in the other section, and whatever styles are available for the button you can see there, all these are there. Suppose I want to create a warning button, right? So I'm just going to give like that, give it like this. So I will simply write like this. So this is type is equal to button, and if you provide the class is equal to btn warning, then it will be displaying you a button which is used for the warning, right? So warning button, usually the warning button used to be in the yellow color. So let's see what has been changed. So you can see that this is the warning button, and if you use this danger button, then in that case you will be able to see the danger button in the red color. So what you can do, you can come here and you can provide the danger here, and now if you see it here, you will be able to see that after that there is a danger button, right? So this is the way you can use the cascading style seeds, and this is the way you can just provide the style to your buttons, right? So this is just a simple example. This is only for the buttons. There are many such things. There are many other components. There are many other DOM objects and HTML tags which can be used for the latest bootstrap to color them, to make them stylish on your website, to attract it more of the people. So you can do all those things. So you just need to go through this website, this bootstrap, and this is I used to go through this w3schools.com for the reference. So you can also go there and you can simply see that how you can use it. So that is all for today, and we will meet soon in the next video. And in the next video, you will see that how you can add your own class in the application and how you can use that, right? So let me just finish it, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.